One, YouTube. You can't get rid of us. We like them STDs that you wish you could get rid of, but you can't. It's me and the Auntie
Mm-mm-mm.
Moochie. We right back in the building. And our little sister, Miss K, is going to be up here in a few minutes. And we've already got a bunch of people in here watching us, and we're so thankful that you guys tune in to see us. We even got Moochie. Check this out. We got somebody in here making a chocolate cake and a rum cake, listening to us. He know who he is.
And
And then we already got David Williams talking about Hot Pocket, making me hungry. He said Hot Pocket's gonna catch some hot ones. Yeah, she's gonna die. Professor Addiction is going to die this season. But before we get into all that, Moochie just got done talking to Courtney Kemp. Tell us about your conversation with Courtney
it wasn't
Kemp,
like I
Moochie.
was talking to her. She did answer one of my questions.
Okay, well, what was your question and what did she say?
I asked the question. I don't know if you guys were on the live yesterday. I did wanted to know. I felt like they should have used ghost voice for the letter, and she explained why she didn't. And she said that I think she's gonna use him in the future though.
Okay,
She
gotcha.
did explain why she didn't use the voice, and I'm gonna do a little short snippet. So tune in,
Okay,
and
you
we're gonna see what's what with that.
y'all be sure to tune in to Mooch. She's probably gonna drop a little piece of what she saw from Courtney Kemp in her videos real soon. Keep you guys entertained from now to January. And Ill71, my big homie, my sister Tressa C said she looking for a good rum cake recipe. So if you don't mind sharing your recipe, drop that in the comment section. Everybody want to have some good eating on the holidays.
Okay.
And I just want to give you guys an update on some of the shows coming up that we definitely going to be reviewing in the new year. We're very grateful to have you guys who've been here forever with me and you new people coming in. We are a family. There is no conspiracy theory that's too crazy. You can always hit me up with your conspiracies here, and you can hit me on IG with your conspiracies. This is a show that we reviewed last year. It took me a while to get on it, but Moochie and Larry would not let me live till I got on it, and I'm glad they made me get on it. February the 23rd, Wednesday, season 5 of Snowfall returns. And if you guys haven't seen Snowfall, it is a damn good show. Some people have you believe Snowfall is better than Power Book 2. Moochie, did I say too much or what you think about it?
Now you didn't say too much. We gonna be tuned in. I
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I love them like I love my children. These shows, so I'm not gonna put one before the other.
What? Stop it. You know you got a favorite child. You ain't got to
Look,
tell us, but we
I
know
do
you
got a
got a
favorite
favorite.
child, and
Mm-hmm.
it's
Mm-hmm. We know. And you know I got a favorite child, but damn, I only got one. But
yeah,
that's
that's
my
how it is
favorite.
with me. I only got one, and that's my favorite.
Right. And so you guys get ready for that. And shout out to the big homie, man. This is my brother B. Avery, who be working his ass off. His link
And
is in video description. Be sure to go subscribe. He not only does TV and power, but he reviews movies. And dude is entertaining and intelligent as hell. If you want to see intelligence mashed with entertainment, go check him out. And he always has some beautiful ladies on his cast, on his show, doing some reviews with him, especially the one he does for Power. So check him out. But Moochie, I'm ready to do that. I'm ready to do Power Book Force. That's going to be good. And all this
definitely.
stuff is dropping in February. So you guys got to stick with us, man. Like our videos, stick with us. We're going to make this thing happen. So tonight, Moochie, where you want to start at tonight in terms of Power Book 2 goes? Where we starting at tonight?
Well, we covered. You know what part we didn't cover?
What's that?
We covered Tariq going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
We covered Monette coming home to her family.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got a Christmas gift in the building. Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she's not going to jump out the box because she's already been unwrapped. It is your Christmas gift for tonight. It's our little sister, Miss
Hey!
K. Hey, Miss K.
Hey guys! Remember I told you? Remember I said I was gonna wear my Christmas sweater?
Oh,
you want to hear some jingle?
And it's jingling.
Jingle.
Why don't you make it jingle the way the fellas would like to see it jingle?
They jingling, baby.
Listen, they're gonna have to ask Professor Hottie for that.
Wait a minute. What in the world? Who is that? You done gave this woman another name. What in the world, Miss K? You done gave that woman what's her name now, Miss K?
I said Hottie. It's just like a little, it's kind of like a little spin-off of Hot Box.
Oh my Lord, she remixing that boy.
Yeah,
see,
it's nothing new.
Fellas, do you see what I have to deal with? Do you see what I have to deal with from vanilla and chocolate on Tuesday night? You see what I got to deal with? God almighty.
Oh, you look cute, Moochie.
Moochie be doing the thing. Do y'all hear me? Moochie be doing the damn thing all the time.
Looking all cute and stuff.
She be chilling now, and you got a crown.
Oh, come on, Beard Gang. Don't do me like that. He said, shame on me.
Yeah, no, shame on you.
Shame on her, okay? Shame on the community outreach. I'm taking the name from somebody from the chat. When I called her Professor Community, somebody decided to take it another step and call her community outreach, okay? Shame on her. She is a shame. She should not be somebody called community outreach. You know why? Because she don't know how to take care of the children. It's supposed to be a community, raise the kid or whatever. She don't know how to do that.
Wait a minute. Wait just a damn minute here. Miss K, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know why?
Yeah.
You sound just like the woman I live with and married to. Where in the hell is the apathy for a woman who has a sickness? She has a sickness. I don't have
no sympathy for her when she's over here. You know why? Because I'm a mom, right? And when I think about if I send my kids to college, to have a professor like that, I wouldn't want my kids to have no professor like that. Shoot, you trying to put my child's life in danger just because you want to save your hot box? You ain't doing nothing to this world. You don't have no contribution, really. The block is hot. The block is hot. I said the box is hot. The box is hot.
We on fire.
You see what I have to deal with? Y'all see what I got to deal with.
The box is hot.
Let's get into this thing. So, Moochie,
let's get into it.
I know an area we didn't cover that I'm sure, since she want to talk about people's hot boxes and stuff, let's talk about the man that can put that flame out. And I'm talking about my boy, she don't know nothing.
Oh,
Professor
really?
Meagle, she don't know. He done went and got the Cisco done, Miss K. Talk to me about this brother now that he got freedom. He go get the Cisco. What you think going on with this brother?
I think he's fed up, with listening to his aunt and listening to everybody. So I think that he's gonna try to, take some independence, take the reins of his own life. Like he said, this is my life, my career, So I think I think that's what he's gonna do. And and let's see where it goes, because he might not make the best decisions. I don't know.
Well, if he go back to Professor Hot Pocket, that's not a good decision right now.
No,
is it?
It's not. It's not. And does she even want him?
Of course she does.
She
has a sickness.
She has a sickness, but that doesn't mean she wants him. She wants his, his stuff, but she don't want him per se. Look how she acted when he came and he was saying bye, I gotta break it off. She didn't really give it that going. She probably was thinking, who's next?
That's where you're wrong, Miss K.
Oh, okay.
Because
let's see.
She does discriminate against short Negroes.
Oh, well, then she just has to get another tall one, She might give McLean a chance.
I think
Let me tell you something. When that box get dry, start feeling dried up and everything, and it's not steam. Listen, that steam from that hot box, when it start freaking burning her cooch, she's going to hop on the next thing. Okay, she needs to relieve that pain, honey. She got to relieve it. And that's why she taking all this stuff out on these kids, because she's sexually frustrated. She ain't had none in a few days, so now she want to freaking put these kids' lives in danger.
You know what? I ain't even think of that. You done hit the nail on the head, girl, with that. For real, she's like sexually frustrated. Mm-hmm. She not getting no, not getting no rhythm. Mm-hmm. And now she's taking everything. Look, I had to cut my basketball player off because his aunt done got all up in my face.
Uh-huh. She's like, look what this thing done got me. My life is all in danger. Come on, I'm just trying to get me some.
That's all she's trying to do. Yeah. And she had a deeper connection to Zeke than what y'all want to give that woman credit for.
I don't know. I don't think so.
It was either Zeke or Jabari, because she was connected to those two. Those are the only two getting it last season. But here, I got a deeper question for you, Miss K and Moochie. I was actually going to do a video about this, but my mind and my body has just about checked out for the holidays, so I might not be making no videos. So I'll let y'all, if y'all want to make them, make them. Who? Okay. And I've got a list of 3 people, but I'm not going to say who. I want y'all to come up with this. What 3 people are in the runnings to kill Professor Addiction?
Oh, wow.
3 people. 3 people on my list. I got a list of 3. I still might make the video, but what we say is not going to change the stuff I've already got written down for the video. So, Moochie, give me one person you think that's on my list of 3 that might try to take out Professor Addiction.
Oh, that's on your list.
That's on your list?
Yeah, Monet? Well, Monet definitely is on it.
Monet told her to leave it and stop. She said, whatever you're doing, stop. And she didn't. She continued. And now she knows if she would have stopped, chances are it wouldn't have exposed Kane. Now, once Tariq clears himself, which he is, I strongly believe he is, it's gonna all point to Kane. So now you done got one kid out of trouble, and now the other kid is in trouble.
Oh man. So somebody just wrote down my 3 prime suspects, but I want to see what you got to say, Miss K. Name somebody you think that's on the list that could take out Professor Addiction.
Yeah.
When you say 3 people, I don't know. I mean, Monet is my first person, and I can't think of anybody else, to be honest with you.
Lauren?
I wouldn't say Tariq, and I wouldn't say Lauren.
Oh, I'm gonna say Lauren.
Lauren's capable of murder.
I'm gonna definitely say Lauren.
I think it's too much of a. If they went that route, I feel like it would be too quick. Like we gotta build on her bad. You know what I'm saying? When she breaks bad, it gotta be gradually. It can't be like the first bad thing she do is murder. Like, I don't really agree with that. But if that's what they do.
We still got 5 episodes, Miss K. She's already starting to creep down the bad road a little bit. She's starting to inch on that road.
Know.
Well, Drew could do it too,
So it could be Drew. Here's my 3 suspects: Detective Whitman, Lauren, or Monet. And I just don't see them letting Monet do it, because that would be too easy. They already expect us to think Monet would do it.
Right.
So technically, I need to just cut her off the list. But Detective Whitman and Lauren are 2 prime suspects. Then I have a 3rd, but I'm gonna say that for my video.
Yeah, but I saw that in the chat, but I didn't want to mention it because then that's cheating. Because I'm not thinking of nobody really. I'm just kind of waiting to see what's gonna happen. But what I do think is that I didn't think about her getting killed, honestly. Like, I do think about her getting killed, but at the same time, I think for Tariq, when he comes out, his payback would be more like he's going to use, his smarts to get her caught out there some way.
Right.
Legally.
Right.
That's what I think. And then maybe as she's getting caught out there legally, then somebody will be like, this is for Kubi, mother lover. You know how they did.
Like how they did in the Shy, right?
Yeah. This is for Tariq.
Boy, yeah. Y'all are
gonna be somebody.
We mix y'all together.
Jamming her up though.
Huh?
I could see Braden jamming her up if she finds out that that Zeke was sleeping with her. If he goes to visit Tariq, and Tariq tells him what happened, I could see him getting her jammed up.
You know what somebody
putting her in a compromising position.
Right. You know what somebody put in my in one of my comments that I didn't think about. And they said, I wonder how Tariq is gonna handle or come at Carrie and Brayden. And I could see Carrie, but when he said Brayden, I was like, oh snap, I didn't even think about that. And then I had to think like that's true, because he has a right to be really pissed at Brayden, because when he finds out that he's been with Kane, like that's gonna be a problem. And I wonder how they're gonna get past that. We've already seen Ghost and Tommy go through it and have their little wars and stuff like that. So of course I think that Tariq and Brayden will get past whatever, but and then Brayden's gonna have to prove to him, like, I'm sorry, I should have listened, and then this maybe he can use his name to help Tariq get out of jail. You know, I don't know, but the fact that he didn't listen, he said, stay away from Kane, we're not gonna work with him and all that stuff, and he did, and he is the reason why Kane had access to their dorm time and time again.
And he wasn't supposed to be up there.
Exactly.
How did you feel about Kane popping? How did you feel about Kane just popping up in the dorm trying to holler at Lauren?
I feel like that's not the last we're gonna see of that.
I had a feeling that was gonna happen. That's just, I think that just comes with the territory. I don't think that's gonna go far, but I think that's just something that he's. I see Kanan for some reason doing something like that too, and it's nothing. You know what I mean? It's just their slimy character. And but my thing is, this all should freaking blow back on him, and that's why the Tejadas should be getting involved, because his stupid behind has been up there too much. None of the Tejadas should be coming up to Stansfield. If Monet is so serious about keeping Zeke away from that life, none of the Tejadas should set foot on the campus. And that was like the rules from the start, but now it's like everybody's breaking up the rules, coming up to Stansfield, even Monet. And it's like, girl, that's almost like, you know how they say don't get high on your own supply, like that's almost the same thing. Why are you coming? Why are you going up there? It's just stupidity.
She's losing her mind right now, because the same thing you said about Professor Addiction is going on with Monet. It's hot down there.
She needs air. She needs air.
Yeah,
more than air.
She said that's all she was getting was air. So that's what she want now.
Right. Yeah. She want more. She needs air plus substance. Something solid.
Word on the street is that the person that plays Laura has been getting DMs where people are threatening her.
Yes.
As well as the guy that plays Brayden. I don't know why these people are taking the show so serious.
Wait. Lauren and Brayden are getting death threats.
I didn't say death threats. They getting mean DMs.
Over what?
Well, that's what
they trying to say. She snitched. She was manipulated into snitching. Let's get that right.
Right. But that's what Tariq said.
Thought she was helping Tariq get away from Brayden. That's why those were the questions she asked. He just messed up on answering it.
Right. But at the end of the day, this is fiction.
Yeah.
Why? Thank you very much. Look,
why are we DMing?
People taking things serious.
Right. Why are we DMing people over fiction?
It's like, terrible.
Come on, y'all.
It's terrible.
We can do better than that.
The guy that played Michael Rainey Jr. said that he used to get D threats.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we could say that online.
Yeah, so that's why.
What? He said he used to get that. Like, people used to be talking about they're gonna stomp him out and this and that. Like, back at his previous to Ghost, right?
Yeah.
Power Book 2, he had threats coming from all over the place. And I'm like, that's a little scary. If you're playing a villain, I mean, you're just playing a villain. Like, what's up with that?
Well, let me go chat with Thanos before the snap and see if anybody sent him any damn threats, because he was a villain in MCU.
I know, right?
Thanos, did you get any threats? do you even have email or Instagram page, Thanos? Did anybody threaten you? Because damn, this is fiction, man. We don't got no time for that. Come on.
Sometimes you never know what it does to these actors. Like, it can really take a toll on them. They might want to do things to themselves. You never know.
Yeah,
So,
and you
playing
know,
her part well.
yeah.
she is playing
I
her
don't
part
think.
well.
I feel like I don't think she was unknowingly getting Tariq in trouble.
Right.
She
thought
was
she was protecting him
because she thought she was really going after Brayden.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But this is
do
another.
you go ahead?
Sorry. This is another reason
ahead.
why you don't tell people your plans or what you want to do. She was supposed to sit there and listen to everything Professor Milgram said and then go back and tell Tariq. Not tell Professor Milgram that I need to tell Tariq. But then we always have to take into consideration that this little girl, she's not from the streets. She does not know.
Right.
It's easy to manipulate her. It's easy to get her to turn a snitch.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would hope that when Tariq finds that out, that's something that he would take into consideration because, you know, you were sheltered for a while too.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know the street life for a long time. You know what I'm saying? You were brought up kind of the same way Lauren is being brought up.
Yeah, he let his devil daddy teach him the street.
Exactly.
So he got on out there. Now, Miss K, what did you think about the trust fund proposal Monet got from big time Mecca? He wants to take care of not only the kid that he got with her, but he wants to take care of his cousin's kids too, and fly her up out of town. Say he is not leaving New York City without her. Man,
yeah, I felt like that was him putting his words into action. You know, he told her that the previous episode, like, I want to take care of all your kids, not just Zeke. And then here he comes. Next thing you know, they meet up again. He's coming with that paperwork. Like, I like the fact that he's about that action. Like, girl, you thought I was playing? Damn.
And for him to say, I'm not leaving without you.
Yeah.
Is that romantic, ladies, or is that a little psycho? As a man outside looking in this generation, that could be deemed as psycho. But I want to hear from you older women. How do y'all feel about that?
You want to go, Moochie?
He's offering her a future where she doesn't have to do this stuff, and neither do her kids.
Right.
And then once she saw, can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
She saw how they, all the backbiting between them, how nobody trusts anybody in her family. She's having a change of heart now. She's ready to agree with Mecca. Until she finds out who Mecca really is.
Right. That's gonna be
I think she's gonna have a whole change of tune when she finds that out, or if she finds that out.
Yeah, that's gonna be an
find
issue.
out, but I don't think it's gonna be this year. It's just too good. Like the story is just building right now. They can't let her find out this year. What you think about it, Miss K?
I think that because any other circumstance would be psycho, like, you know, but they have a history. They known each other since they was kids, you know.
They have a kid.
There was and exactly, and they also have a child. So they are bonded in love, and they're bonded, you know, in life with their child. You know, they're co-parent. Well, not co-parent yet, but you know what I mean. So it's not the same. Like that's it might be too soon to say, but I don't think so. I think that Mecca is the love of her life, you know, and that's why she's like, you need to get away from me because I don't trust myself around you. And if you can't trust if you can't trust yourself around a man, that's because you with the wrong one. You supposed to be with that one. Well, not necessarily. I don't want to say you're supposed to be with that one, but that's like
she's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's a little hard because my thing is, if you could still allow yourself to have feelings like that for someone else and you're married, then yeah, you probably shouldn't have been married in the first daggone place. As someone married, I don't see myself letting another man get me there. You know what I mean?
I mean, but you know, those type of things can happen if you're working with somebody. But the catch is you engaging and behaving on those feelings, because just because we're all married and we respect our spouses don't mean that other people aren't attractive. It don't mean that you might not have co-workers that you work with who you don't do anything wrong with them, but because y'all work together, y'all build a bond with each other. And then there might be some feelings there, but you can't act on it. That's the problem.
Well, I'm not. No, you're totally right about that. But I'm trying to talk about like a past person that was in your life. Right. Like I couldn't see myself being oh, I can't trust myself around an ex-boyfriend or something like that, because I'm like, you mean literally nothing to me. That's the reason why I moved on and I got married. So the person that I married is the person that I chose. They won.
Well, Monet's married.
Monet, but that's the thing. Lorenzo didn't win. She shouldn't have married him. But listen, she didn't know that this guy was gonna come back. And sometimes that happens. People skip out on marrying the love of their life.
Right.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation that she's in, and that's why, I don't know. It's hard. It's a touchy subject, I'm pretty sure, for some people out there.
It can be very touchy. Because I know a lot of folks that feel like they missed their high school sweetheart. Yeah. Or for whatever the reason, the high school sweetheart wasn't in position or ready for them at the time.
Right.
And now that we're older and we done all went through crazy relationships, now that high school sweetheart is starting to look a little good to them. Yeah, I know. Yep, but y'all fucked up and missed me. So then Crystal came and snatched my ass on up and put 6 packs on my ass.
Hey, what she do? What she do? She won, didn't she?
So then snatched me right on up. And then gave me a baby when I was 40. That's right. Now, Sweet November, you know we love you, Sweet November. You always come through, no matter whether it's December or January or May. You come through with the Sweet November. And she says with the $20 super chat, hey, y'all, haven't been in a while, just showing some love. Mecca up to something else, though. That future coming with a cost. Sweet November, you ain't said nothing sweeter. And for that, you know you get a video. Moochie, I know you don't want me to play the one I played last night.
I like that one. I don't know what you talking about. That's not me, the one that
one is so. I had a new one that I didn't get a chance to upload today. So I might upload it in a few minutes, but let me give her this one since I'm up here with all the New York girls.
First it was the Benzo, now I'm in the Enzo. Ferrari, I'm sorry, I keep blowing up. They call me the cake man, the strawberry shake man. I get it.
I appreciate that, Sweet November. Shout out to these New York girls that's in the building with me. They both got channels. Subscribe. We've got 425 people, 2 consecutive days watching us. Subscribe to these ladies' channels, man. They do great work, and they do kind of an off-subject topics on Thursday nights. And if you guys haven't seen it, they be going hard. They be talking about dating, relationships. They be talking about the hot topics. And guess what? Your boy gonna jump in there and throw a little bit of stick all up in there as of the New Year's. You know, gotta break up this monotony that's going on with these 3 ladies. But I'm gonna start doing a show with these 2 before they do their show with Nita the Diva next year. So hang on for that. All right, Moochie. Yeah, man, we're gonna make it wild. These people gonna be starting. They're gonna turn off Steve Harvey morning show and come over here and get with us in the nighttime.
Okay.
Let me see.
Hey, somebody called you out, Lamont. They was like, "Where's your hat, mister?" Tell them, guys. Who said that?
Where that hat at? I
had that last week. Mr. I want to shout you out. I'm sorry. Is something Talkbox?
Miss
Shout
Talkbox
out to you. Hey, shout out to another Khadijah in the building, Khadijah Burnett, honey. Shout out to you, girl, because I'm a Khadijah too.
Yes, she is a Khadijah. She's a Khadijah that loves to pick on Professor Addiction. Yes, she is.
Stop. Okay, it was Miss Talkbox. Shout out to you. She said, "Where's your hat, mister? Where is it?"
There's so many good comments in here. Jeremiah Latumba, can you highlight his comment?
Jeremiah, okay, right here.
He says Lorenzo is going to make Drew take out that boyfriend.
Of course. It's no secret.
I don't know if
I don't like that.
I don't know if y'all saw my video last week when I said that Drew had his Michael Corleone moment and everybody's sleeping on him. He's going to be one to look out for. I'm telling y'all. He's going to have look.
Drew? Yeah, I've seen it.
Well, because like now, we know good and well they already done said the daddy wants Drew to be next in line in the first place. So now we about to have a Cain and Abel situation going on.
Definitely.
where Kane is going to be upset with the daddy because the daddy feels like Drew is the brains of the operation who needs to step up. And while we think Drew might have to take out Everett, it could be Kane taking out Everett just to get at Drew, or maybe Lorenzo taking him out. Think about that, because Everett is a snitch. He got a big mouth on him. And at some point in time, he's going to have to go. So now it just comes down to which one is going to take the shot. And it might be Kane just to antagonize Drew. And it's like, look, bro, I'm either going to kill him or you going to step down, let me be number one. But at the same time, Kane ain't got no control over that. Lorenzo's the one who's going to be putting the chess pieces in place now. But I guess he could shoot Everett. And by doing that, maybe put Drew at such a disposition, he might not even want to have the job. That's what
I hope it don't happen at the school. They got too much going on there.
Dude, the school got cameras.
They tearing up that reputation, honey.
Evidently not.
Terribly.
Oh, look.
Evidently not, because they ain't see Kane ass walking in and out
all the time. Right. All in and out. And where's the security?
Where are the cameras?
I mean, you cannot just go up in there. You know, when I went to the school, when I went over, I was doing my residency. They had the security booth and the gate and everything. Why don't they have all that? This guy just gets to come on.
Yeah, he's doing too much. He need to keep his ass from up at that school.
Yeah.
There's no sign in. There's nothing.
Nothing. But see, Kane ain't the only one. Drew just be popping up in there too all the time. Every time I see him, his butt up in the air in every room. Every time. Hind parts all up in the air, Everett room. And did y'all see Everett? Oh, you ain't had no problem telling a lie. He getting mad.
And then I like what Drew said. Did you want me to tell him the truth?
Exactly.
Because we know you were undercover brother. So what you expect me to do?
Exactly. But do y'all feel like Zeke knows, or do y'all think Zeke don't know?
That's what I thought when he came in there. I said, "Oh, it's okay. Zeke knows. The whole family knows, right?" Right. But then when Zeke was talking, and he kind of was like, "How y'all know each other?" It made me think, like, does Zeke know? And I don't think, and obviously he doesn't know that Everett is gay, right? So
no, he don't know.
Right. So you just left the room. You didn't think anything, because so he must not know that Drew is gay either.
He can't know. He can't know.
Yeah.
He don't know. But if he finds out, is it going to make a difference to him, you think? Probably not.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Probably not. We'll see. But Everett's going to die, y'all. Everett and Professor Addiction is going to kick the bucket, both of them.
I hate that Everett, would be on the chopping block, but he does have that face, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if you know how. Yeah. You remember how when on Raising Kanan, how when whatchamacallit died, I said he has a stupid face. Of course he was gonna die.
Oh, you talking about
D-Wiz?
D-Wiz?
That
was when he was blowing that chick's back out.
Yeah, and he just has that goofy. He has that goofy look, right?
Miss K.
And listen, the actor don't really look like that. I've seen him in other stuff. He doesn't look goofy, but in that role, for some reason, and maybe he just didn't really know how to act like a little hood dude or street dude, whatever. So he. But
wasn't he in Snowfall too and got killed?
I don't remember his face.
Yeah, he was in Snowfall.
He was in Snowfall.
But Miss K, Everett is not the only goofy box on the show. There's another character that looks goofy. Do I need to bring him? She don't know nothing.
We already know. That's why I'm scared. I'm scared for Zeke too. But
you scared for Zeke too?
I'm scared for him a little bit.
What?
I feel like that he'll have kind of like a long ride, but is he gonna make it?
What?
I feel like he could be a casualty, and that's the sad part. That would be sad. I
hope he's not a casualty.
I hope not. I hope he makes it.
I think you're right, though. As much as I don't want to be wrong, I mean, want you to be right about it. I feel like you are. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be on the like he's an expendable character.
You think that You think,
but more like after a while, down the line.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen this season. I don't think it's gonna happen next season. If it does, it will be towards the end.
Because he's pretty good for the storyline,
And and I believe Lorenzo would take him out once he find out everything.
Exactly.
That's not
Lorenzo is crazy, and he's not gonna make it. He's not gonna make it. Somebody's gonna.
Do y'all think that him and Mecca gonna have a good fight?
Oh,
I'm here for it. Look, I'm
here for it.
Let me tell you guys something.
I'm here for it. But here's the thing, though. You got to build Lorenzo up because we don't know. We all assume Lorenzo is tough. He's big and he's bad. But we need to see this as an audience. We need to see a lead up to this. And I think the lead up is going to be something similar to this. As Lorenzo's building this team back up, at some point in time, they're probably going to have him have to step to the Chef Boy Assassin, so that we can understand. We know the chef is tough, but we need to learn that Lorenzo is tough. So they might have him be pitted against the chef so that we can see that Lorenzo is tough. Then they'll get on to Lorenzo versus Mecca.
I don't think Lorenzo is going to hold the candle to the chef or Mecca because they're like special ops. They're trained.
Yep, they trained.
You know, when it comes to like
jail fighting.
Yeah, when it comes to handwork, I don't see that happening, you know. But Lorenzo, they have already sprinkled some seeds and let us know what kind of person he is. In the first season, he had his own son beat up, right? That goes to show how much power he already has. And you know what I'm saying? And also, Sax, he made a reference to him. He said he's a maniac. Why should we let this maniac back out on the streets?
Good point.
Right? He didn't like that. So they don't really need to build up anything. It's already been there. Like they already left us some little, nuts or whatever. They could sprinkle some seeds.
Breadcrumbs.
Now we just need breadcrumbs. Now we just need to see him in action. We've seen him in action a little bit when he got his own son beat up. So we know what he's capable of. We know that he's ruthless, right?
Yeah, but that wasn't him putting hands on nobody. We need to see
He don't need but he don't need to put hands on nobody because he's a shot caller. And if you're that much of a freaking a devil that you're gonna have somebody, you're gonna make an order to somebody beat your son up. That's crazy. And your son got jumped.
Now I gotta disagree with you on that, Ms. K, because
why?
When this man finds out that his wife been lying to him about the status of a kid and the man who impregnated you is in town, that is not no situation necessarily where a man is going to send somebody else to do the business. If he does, he's going to send somebody else to tie Mecca ass up so that he can do the death blow. That's the kind of situation Mecca is in. So at some point in time, we got to see Lorenzo get his hand dirty because we got to know how tough he is. Because if I go by your logic, we don't need Tariq to learn to fight because Tariq is a shot caller. And Tariq ain't going to never fight. But we want to see Tariq learn to fight because he keep getting his ass beat in these streets.
We do.
Everywhere he go, he getting beat up.
He getting beat up. But every time he put in work. Every time it's time to put in work, he put in work.
But it's like he a little punk.
But it's like he a little punk with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point you can't fight, but you know what I'm saying. You use a gun to settle your stuff.
I think he's gonna learn how to fight, y'all.
And that's another thing. Can what's the name fight, or does he use a gun like Tariq to settle his stuff? Lorenzo.
That's what I'm saying. We need an answer to that. That's exactly what I'm saying.
But when do they really fight like that? You know what I mean? It has to be a fight to the death. I don't really see nobody actually just throwing hands without somebody dying afterwards.
Or I guess it could be like a gunfight or a shootout situation type thing. More so. But when Lorenzo finds out, Lorenzo gonna want to put hands on Mecca when he find out. Hell, he might even want to put hands on Monet when he finds out she been keeping this secret from him for all these years. And for all we know, Mecca and Lorenzo probably know each other.
Right, that's what a lot of people are trying to say.
Yeah, somebody said that in the comments.
They probably went to the same high school and everything. And boy, it's gonna be some mess in these streets out here when they come back. Man,
so here's my question, right? Now, is Monet from New York? Because you hear a lot now. Now I'm starting to hear a lot about, this kid, what's his name? Zeke. He's from down south, and Mecca, he keeps talking about leaving New York. I'm not leaving New York without you. I'm not leaving. So my thing is, it's just me thinking, you know, are they not from New York, and they kind of just came, and, you know, she left her kid down there and she came back and she met Lorenzo and left the life. So somebody said she's from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
They said, yeah. Not only.
Well, that
not
has
only
to be.
Germ,
Yeah, that has to be true because they talked about the house and everything. Yeah, true. But it was it just makes me wonder, like, where were you gonna leave New York? Where are you taking her? And where did he run to at one point?
Check this out. Somebody think Mecca killed Big Guap while trying to get Lorenzo. Because y'all know Big Guap and Lorenzo was tight. And Mecca did say,
I think all three of them was, yeah.
Mecca did say he knew Big Guap at the start of the thing. You know, Mecca did say that. I'm
glad that you brought that up, Bait, because everybody, they're not really trying to hear me. And I know that Little Guap is everybody feels like he's not a threat.
Oh boy, here we go.
But you have to, even if it may not happen, the fact that we haven't seen him since his freaking fingers, his hand, whatever the heck, just got bit back like that. We haven't seen him. Right. And you know what these shows do? They try to make you forget about a character so that when they come back, it's the element of surprise. Everybody else in our face is who we're going to be like, oh, this one's going to take out this one. This one will take, you know what I mean? But then you don't remember that, wait a minute, the little guy over there, he been missing for a long time. I'm not thinking about him.
Miss K.
So you never know. He might come back. Lorenzo might send him, of all people, to do the job because ain't nobody going to think he's coming.
Miss K, stop giving people content they can make on YouTube.
That's true.
That's true. We got mice in the corner.
These shows know good and damn well in this era of YouTube, you can hide somebody all you want to. That's why they have a Lamont, a Miss K, and a Miss Moochie, because we don't forget. And we're going to figure it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a super chat from the big homie. Just my opinion. That's my brother, B. Avery. His link is in the description. Go check my brother out.
Really? He's supposed to be here.
He said, Mecca came off a little whack to me in this episode. B. Avery, I need to know more. What did Mecca do to come off to be whack? He was a simp? Or what did he do? Because everybody else in here, all the ladies love Mecca now because he got trust fund money to give to all three of their badass children.
Lead them kids and run.
Ladies, and for that super chat, B. Avery, you know I got to give you something. So this is one that I'm going to be using next year to say thank you. It's very funny. It's a Karen going crazy. Take a look.
Wow. This is...
You got to ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not going to force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser.
She's saying all the words that's crazy with no mask on.
She's a devil. Like you can't be talking about.
She turned into Satan right there.
You cannot be talking about Jesus. How you talking about Jesus and we all sin and then you gonna go okay?
You mother. She sounded.
She's crazy.
But she an MF Christian lady. Somebody said that.
Bruh, if y'all only knew how much I have to deal with these type of women in the South, that 1 minute they telling you they in the name of Jesus, and the very next minute they doing some bull job.
All I say is keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch it.
No,
like how you go very bad.
That's not the way. That's not the way to go about it. No. Don't be misrepresenting. Don't be misrepresenting Christ. I'm okay.
And then we got another one from Sweet November says, y'all send B. Avery the link. He been asking. Oh man,
all right, go ahead, send it to him. But we need him in here.
I know he been asking. Hold on, B. Avery. I got you, my brother, because I do need some help every now and then with these two.
I feel like he be a double team. Come on, B. Avery.
These women in here, man, they
button and come on in.
Boy. These women, man.
Come in.
Come in at your own risk, my brother. Come on
Exactly.
in.
Come on in.
Exactly.
I got
if
his
you
back.
dare.
I got his back, and my shoulders are broad and strong. I got the man back. You know, I'm gonna stand right behind him. So, Miss K.
Oh my gosh, you can't see my face. I'm annoyed.
Yeah, you on that my man, you on that AT&T internet. You're a little buzzed up over there.
My internet is Xfinity.
I know you.
Oh Lord,
pixel. You like pixel? What it
she
is?
pixelated.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too many folks in this house doing their thing.
Hey, you got to get that work in, ladies and gentlemen. We've crossed 500 people watching us again tonight. Wow. Y'all love power. We got 510 in the building. Can we get 510 likes, please? 510 subscriptions new to these ladies' channel. And B. Avery is coming in the building. I just sent my man the link.
Yes.
He should be in here in a second because I can't wait to hear what he got to say about Mecca. I'm so ready for that because the man said Mecca was whack. And he don't know. He just cussed out about 20 ladies.
Listen. Can I tell you something? Oh, go ahead. Finish what you're saying. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
He cussed out about 20 ladies. Listen, with that one comment. Listen, somebody they sent me a comment because I did a video asking who should she choose, before this episode aired. And somebody put that this is how you know when things get tougher, a woman will be quick to divorce a man. I'm like, here we go.
What?
When she walked in that house and when she heard, and they were all sitting at the table smiling. And I'm like, oh, dang, I gotta go.
You talk about this part right here, Moochie. I got the clip because I was like, I thought they was in there playing Spanish Family Feud. Here go the clip. She walked in there and caught that. Oh goodness gracious. We had B. Avery, now we lost him.
Talisha Holmes, I hope I'm saying your name right. She said, do y'all think Rashad Tate was smiling when Tariq was being arrested? He did have a smirk on his face.
He had a smirk for sure.
But my thing is that's your access walking out. You wanted access to the guy, the congressman or the senator, whoever that guy is, right? So why you smiling? Why you smiling?
Sweeney.
Yeah, Congressman Sweeney. Why you smiling?
I believe that Councilman Tate has a grand plan. And ladies and gentlemen, finally we got a male presence to give me some support with these two vanilla and chocolate females. Hey. It's the big homie, B. Avery in the building. My brother, how you feeling tonight, man? You worked so hard.
I'm feeling fantastic, man. Thank you for having me. Hello, Moochie. Hey, Miss K. I miss you guys.
Yes, same.
Man, I'm smiling. Thank you.
Just
real quick before we jump into it, guys. I know I've been MIA. I really wanted to be here each week. It's just that I'm always behind, and if I don't have my stuff up, I'm just like I got to get that done first. But I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me, and so my bad for my absence.
You all good, bro.
It's understandable.
Everybody know you work hard. I always tell people. Sometimes when you don't see some of these other YouTubers I connect with, it's because everybody's trying to keep their schedule rolling, and they'll be back. They know you'll be back. So we're glad to have you here tonight. And please tell us about Mecca and how you just dashed the hopes and dreams of so many of these women.
Yeah. I mean, I've been feeling them all season. I'm just not cool with him coming up with the paper talking about, hey, let's get together. I got all the money. Like he trying to buy her with money. That's whack to me. That's never a good sign.
I got me a contract right here too.
That's I just feel like if you're trying to buy a woman with money, that's just not going to end well for anybody. If you didn't have that money where she wants you got all these millions of dollars. She's still skeptical. I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt too because they do have a child together. And they do have a past. I think I heard y'all earlier talking about how people are not really happy in their marriage and still in love with their high school sweetheart. And we find out in this episode they've been going back since they was 16 years old. So I get those feelings are there, man. But she's a married man, and you coming with money. Like I've just never I've never met in my entire life, in real life or TV, a woman that respects a man. I mean, she may use him and be a known gold digger, and the dude may know that, but actually respect a man. Just like, hey, I got all the jewelry, the clothes, the cars, the house. You know, love me, because all I have to offer you is money. You know, that's just kind of how it came off to me. You know, but if y'all disagree, let me know.
I think if I may speak, is that it wasn't so much as offering her money. He was offering her a way out. And if I put myself in Monet's shoes and I have all this money, I'm in the game and things like that, and you want to take me away, you do have to have a little something that's going to entice me, or, you know, because she's used to a certain kind of lifestyle. And that's not to say that she could be bought, but it's like, it's hard, especially for her, to like, look at how she dressed. You know what I mean? Everything. She's not going to just leave all that behind and everything. And so I just kind of feel like it was just a way out that he was trying to give her. And I think it was on a legal basis, though. You know, even though he's involved in some stuff that he shouldn't be in, I think he's saying, you know, you don't have to do this anymore, like what you were doing. And it's obviously, we see that it's taking a toll on her. And that's why the decision was easier for her. And as well, also, remember, there's a few things that happened in this episode that kind of helped make that decision. And, you know, when Lorenzo had her leave and take the call, they don't get down like that. You know, like she looking at him like, since when? Are you serious? Are you seriously putting me out right now? And so it's just, I think it's a lot of different factors that led up to her decision, especially when she found out that the kids, she totally lost control of them.
Can I ask you a question about that? About the jail scene? Let me know. I want to hear from you too, Moochie, on the first part, but about him taking the call from Sachs, and she's like, dead ass? Like, really?
Right.
Or is this what we're doing? Do you think that he was being shady or just trying to surprise her that Sachs is getting him out of jail, you know, for the end? And I sorry if I jumped too far ahead, but
yeah, I didn't really understand it at the time, you know, but what's her name? She answered that question tonight on her live. She was basically saying that he was kind of trying to surprise her, but he didn't want her to know about it because he didn't want her to get her hopes up. But when Courtney Kemp said that, I was like, I didn't hear him vocalize that to Diana, but maybe I need to go back and watch that scene because I don't remember that at all. But
gotcha.
What'd you say, Moochie?
Yeah,
I feel like he was trying to not get her hopes up, and I feel like he was doing a sneak thing where he wants to sneak up and come home to see what she's really been up to because she's been acting different.
That's what I felt.
You could feel it. You could feel it when your spouse is doing different behavior, and being that he's locked up, you know, they think about different things and focus on stuff for hours and dissect it.
But the thing that, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You finished?
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. The funny thing about that is someone reminded me in the chat, right? Like, we don't forget that she had an affair with Ramirez or whatever you want to call it. But he knew about that, right? And so the fact that she couldn't tell him about this other man, Mecca, coming in, and this is the new guy that I'm dealing with. It's almost like, well, what kind of arrangement did you guys have? Is it okay that she was, you know, giving it up to a cop and having this thing just to have him in the pocket? You know, he's probably like, for business, I can do that. And that's another thing. Like, why would Monet want to be with a man who's willing to pimp her out at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it was business.
Because
everything is business. Everything is business and family.
Because, like you said, you see the clothes she wearing, and she like that lifestyle. You know, if she really want to be with a regular dude, go get her a teacher, and you ain't got to worry about them drugs and stuff. But you won't be worried about no Fendi. You won't be getting flying your ass in no helicopters and shit. You know, just go get you a regular dude.
Ramirez wanted to be with her too, like that.
He did, and she basically told him, "I can't be with a cop salary." That's what she said. She literally said that. That's what she said.
She's too used to that life, and she probably listen. She's had that for over 20 something years. No one's really going back to that. Like, it's just not happening. But like Kane said, that's the only thing I ever would agree with him is it's always about business and family or whatever the heck he said to his mother, right?
that was one of the best scenes in the episode to me.
I was so happy Kane poked his chest out and stood up to his mama. Yeah. And did you see when he grabbed the freezer, the ice or whatever the hell he grabbed from the refrigerator and threw it in front of him? He was like, freaking. So we got a question. Somebody that's super chat. Shout out to my super chatters if I missed you, but we got one right here from Miss K's friend from around the pond. Did Mecca know Tariq from following Kane the day they met? I'll give that one to you, B. Avery. Do you think Mecca knew Tariq from following him that day?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I think I'm pretty sure he has a photographic memory and he got it downloaded.
He's seen him.
Yeah. I think he may know of him. I think because he may have known. Yeah, I think he may have known of his father because they made a comment about that. Like, ain't that so and so daddy or so and so son? So I'm pretty sure he's heard of the father. Probably seen the son on the news or something, but doesn't have any direct tie-ins. I don't think.
Yeah, I'm the more that Mecca gives advice to Kane, it's just has my spidey senses tingling because I'm like, it makes me feel like he has something out instead of really trying to help Kane. He has an agenda, a hidden agenda that pertains to Tariq.
Of course.
And you know what? We obviously know that this guy knows a lot of stuff. So he knows has to know. Yeah.
I think that he know Ghost somehow, some way. He knows it, and he's gonna placate Tariq. And for the next question, Moochie, I'll give it to you. Did Lorenzo know Diana used the bar money when he offered it to? No way.
I don't think he knew.
Okay.
Did Lorenzo know Diana used? Yeah, I don't think so.
Junior or senior?
Because then he wouldn't.
I think she's talking about senior. I think she's talking about Lorenzo.
Yeah,
senior.
Then he wouldn't have offered it, right? Like use the bar money to get him out.
Oh yeah, okay.
Did Lorenzo drop a dime? No.
Did Lorenzo drop a dime on someone to Cooper Sacks? I think he did. That cop. I think he did. That cop that was falsifying evidence. He got some kind of a statement from Lorenzo on that cop. Lorenzo said something about that cop.
But that's not really.
That's not. That's
not snitching, and he didn't have. Listen, nothing happened. I don't think it was snitching because if that's the case, he could have been out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But here's the thing: when they find out that evidence has been tampered with in a case, that's an automatic. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to go to trial or nothing. So that's what I believe happened with Lorenzo, and that's why Sachs took his case like that. Once he found out that that the person that put him away, the prosecutor, was hiding evidence and doing all this stuff, he knew for a fact. He didn't say, "I think we can get Lorenzo out of jail." He said, "No, I know." Right. He said, "We can get him out of jail," because that's the law. Like once they find out you tampering with stuff, it's an automatic. So that's all it really was. And I know people think there should be a trial, this and that. There's no trial after that. Because
do you even need an attorney? Do you even need the attorney to do it for you?
I think you need an attorney just to, represent the whole thing, because he can't just be like, listen, the guy, he used false. They gonna look at him like, would you go sit down some daggone where?
Oh my goodness. So, B. Avery, let me get you in on this, my brother, because we didn't get a chance to get your opinion. How did you feel about the events that went down that put Tariq in jail?
That's just silly to me. When Kane put the badge in the drawer, I know me and Leah, we was just like, how's that realistic? That's just blatantly obvious that that's a plant. Why would Tariq murder murder Ramirez and then keep the badge? And is that what you're talking about? Like,
for what reason would he keep the badge in the drawer?
Right.
Like, for what reason?
Right. When I know in the trailer, there was a line of dialogue. He's like, I'm being set up, I'm being framed, and I can't wait for them to address that, because that should just be common sense to Kamal Tate. That's like, okay, why is this here? Clearly somebody's trying to set this dude up, so that was kind of wishy-washy to me.
To your point, Kamal Tate is motive driven. He don't like Tariq and Ghost and them for what they put his brother through. But then on the flip side, you got Detective Bodyguard, who got a hard on for Professor Addiction. He wants Kane for some reason now, all of a sudden. So now you've got two police investigators trying to go in two different directions after suspects.
He wants Kane. Let me tell you why he wants Kane, because he feels like Kane is his way to Zeke. Everything goes back with Whitman. All roads lead to Zeke. Yeah. So if his cousin was here, that means that instead of having Ramirez do it, he had his cousin do it. Like that's all this guy is thinking. His one track mind, he done zeroed in on this freaking kid. Yes, he's freaking obsessed.
But why? He singled in on that kid. He got that thing for Professor Addiction.
You already know why, exactly.
Whitman is like a dog with a bone. He will not let go.
She played him. She played him. And because he wasn't enough, and that's it.
Dang. Enough what? Bag of groceries?
I think something was going on with Jabari, her and him at the same time, and she picked Jabari. And that's why he's so bitter.
He's a bitter man.
I think we might be about to have a white man catfight, like I said, over Jenny. Now I don't think either one of these men love Jenny. But I think they're just going to be using Jenny to make I got the biggest penis point, and Jenny's going to be the person in the middle. That's what I think going to happen with that.
I meant to say something before we talk about Miss Jenny, because I don't know what's wrong with her, but at least she's keeping it to one guy.
For now.
My thing for now, like you said, B, right, with this whole I just thought it was so stupid that he just was so happy. I'm talking about Kamal, who I actually like.
Me too.
Him going so like he was so happy, like a kid in the candy store when he saw that badge. Like, what were you saying? What were you saying? And it's like, are you serious? Because in my video, what was that? It was some candy.
It was a candy bar
and a golden ticket.
Yes. I even made that same point in my video. It was like, come on, you were the very one who told what's his name, Whitman, that if Zeke killed Ramirez, why would he pull out his PBA card? Okay, right. And it's the same thing. Why would Tariq kill somebody, a cop of all people, and then put the freaking badge in his spot? And it's not like it was hidden, really. It was hardly hidden.
Right.
Move move something, and bam.
It looked planted.
It looked planted.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
And then I'm pretty sure with forensics, they can match that dirt that's on the freaking
Thank you. That's what I said last night.
Where they found his body at. So like y'all better get on this, because
how they don't know that
it needs to be easy.
Boy,
huh?
And how his body turns up. Everything's gonna point to Kane.
Yes, it needs to be easy.
Let me tell you something, B. Avery. When you get married, my brother, just know that if things ain't adding up, that woman is going to turn into every alphabet letter the FBI has. The CIA, the FBI, they transform. They'll solve a damn case when it involves you looking like you're doing something crazy. You hear these women?
I appreciate it. I appreciate the forensic and dirt and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got y'all.
Look, they will check the dirt under your shoe to make sure that it matches the dirt that's in your car, because you ain't went over Stefina's house. Right.
I can see it too. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it.
Grooves of his Tim.
Yeah.
I do gotta say, since we was talking about Kamal and Whitman, I love the back and forth banter between them two. Especially how Kamal stands up to him, because initially Whitman is not respecting him. He's like, "Can you let me talk? Because I do my job well." I just, I love that. And they had a shot, like a wide shot of Whitman is like much taller than him, and Kamal is shorter, looking up, and it just the symbolism of I like a smaller black man standing up to a white man. I just really like that. So
the devil. No, let me stop.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you want me to play? You want me to play the devil Karen for you? Here you go.
Wow, This is.
You got to ask Jesus Christ.
I
We're all
don't have
sinners.
to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not going to force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
You motherfucking accuser.
You can hear it in her voice. She's growling and
Yo,
everything.
she just straight up got possessed.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. She really needs Jesus. Like, you over here trying to tell somebody else about Jesus, honey.
Let me quit putting her in the same ring as the Karen, because she's a little worse. She the Kraken. That's really what her problem is. Wow, man. So B. Avery, I got to get your opinion on one other thing too, before we decide to get on up out of here. Now, you and your wonderful co-host, when you do this show, talked a little bit about this, but I want to hear a little bit more of your opinion.
Okay.
When you seen Chef Boyardee Assassin,
you know what I'm saying,
who I've been saying for weeks is more than a damn chef. I told people on my channel, he over there just getting the Hello Fresh delivered, pretending like he cooking.
You know,
what more do you think we're going to get out of this neck cutting chef?
I think we're gonna get some epic fight scene battle with him going to work by the end of the series, by the end of the season. I think if we don't, that would be a wasted opportunity. I would love that, because I mean, it's gonna be some type of fight for power or who's gonna move up, even if it's not like, you know, a group versus group. I think we're still gonna at least get a bit of action from him. He may end up dead, but he's still gonna shine, I think. Right. You know, and I'm looking forward to it, man. Only thing that kind of confuses me is Mecca gives him so much power and authority to take out Nuff like this, you know, by the wink of an eye. But I think in episodes 1 and 2, when he was having a certain conversation, he made him put the earphones on. And I'm just like, you know, if he's your assassin like this, he can't hear the certain conversations. I may have missed something, but
that was for TV. That was for TV.
That was really for Kane.
Yeah.
Okay. You don't want Kane to
throw
know
him
that's his
right.
So he wanted him to know.
To throw him off. Yeah.
But in that same episode, Kane was looking scared as hell of the chef anyway.
Yeah.
He was still looking at the chef like, bro. You want some dark meat on the menu? That's how he was looking at the chef like, bro.
Yo, listen, the way Mecca just gave that nod, I was like, oh snap. Yeah. It's coming. Yeah. That was a commit. Listen, this is TV, so I just think that's gangster right there. And the nod was just like, it was so cool. Yeah. Exactly. It was so cool. And it was just like, he already knew. Time to chop that neck. Chop sweet. Chop sweet.
And y'all still think that's the knife he been using to chop up carrots and shit?
That's crazy, right?
That is
I think you really got to know how to cook, though. I think. I mean, that's the whole facade. You got to know how to cook for real.
Miss K, them ain't no Ginsu knives that man using over there.
Well, he used it like when it sliced him like butter.
It sure did.
I'm mad that Kane. He told Kane to clean it up. You know
how to chop it up, honey.
Well, you got
some mess to clean. You know why he told Kane to clean? Wait, and that's the thing. I wasn't sure if he was telling Kane to clean it up or the guy. Yeah. But if he told Kane to clean it up, it serves him right. That's because I believe he knew that Kane was
I do too. That's exactly what I was about to say. Kane cleaned it up because he knew Kane was lying. And also the chef knew Kane was lying too.
Yes,
the chef
he did.
saw the look on Kane's face.
That's why he stopped the beating.
And I also think the chef is in on whatever plan Mecca has for Kane and that family. So that's why they both just playing the role right now. At some point in time, we might see it come down to Kane fighting the chef at some point in time.
Kane gonna lose.
Kane gonna lose.
If they do it the way they building it up, he's supposed to lose.
He better lose. Don't play around. Don't make it unrealistic.
Somebody made a point. I can't remember who's the comment, but they said she hopes it's not a letdown like Uncle Benny.
Thank you.
We thought Benny and Tommy was gonna have a good fight.
I didn't think it was gonna be a fight. I didn't think it was gonna be a fight at all. I thought it was gonna be an automatic. I'm coming for you. It's done. You're done. right?
Bruh. I was
just talking about that with a subscriber today. Like, they disappointed the crap out of us with that big bad Benny.
They did, man. They
Nothing
did.
at all.
Shout out to Angela Helper, because that's who said it.
Shout out Angela.
I hope it's not a letdown like Benny.
I hope not either. I'll get you guys out of here on this because I want to get my brother's opinion. B. Avery. Tariq reading the letter in prison. Tariq reading the letter in prison that his daddy said he knew he would show up in jail, little nigga. B. Avery, talk to me about that.
A petty level 9,000. I mean, my goodness gracious, their relationship was just horrible. It was funny though, and I felt sorry for him at the same time. Only it would have been even better if because it was good. It would have been better if it was actually Ghost's voice. You know, that read the letter. But that's just crazy to me. I was like, damn, you know, talk about salt in the wound right there. You know, your own daddy. You know, that's literally the last thing you want to see, the last thing you want to hear. So I kind of liked that they threw that in there.
I liked it
to kind of shake it up. You know, so
yeah, I liked it too. But I'm just like, still, bro, you shot your own daddy. That's what you get. That's the least little bit of pain you get. Your daddy knew that if you had the gumption to plot and kill him, that you would be right back in a situation where you done killed somebody else. Your daddy knew that. And that's what he's doing. Ms. K, what do you think about the reading of Tariq's father's letter?
Yeah, I mean, I had a feeling they weren't going to bring in Ghost. And I was just like, but when I heard that, I said, are you kidding me? That's it? That's all we get? We don't get a full letter? And then, you know, Young Boy, shout out to you. I don't know if I'm saying your whole name, but he said that it sounded more like Young Boy 24. It sounded more like Kanan than Ghost. That's exactly what I said in my video. I said, to me, that sounded like something Kanan would say. And I know some other people said that's arguably right, whatever, right? So because Moochie said that when Ghost gets mad, that sounds like him or whatever.
Yeah,
I think that in a fit of anger, yes, but to actually sit down and write out a letter like that, I don't think Ghost would talk like that.
My rebuttal is with this. My rebuttal is with y'all. Remember, I'm gonna take y'all a walk. We're gonna walk it back.
Oh boy!
Y'all remember when Ghost woke him up with the gun and called him a little nigga and everything?
He did.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Anger.
You gotta remember, when did he write this letter? You know what I'm saying? When did he start turning things around? Because he already felt like he was gonna get caught.
And remember, the letter was written.
That teach me the MF and game. When he said that to him, when he dropped him back to school.
True.
So it's just like so much that has happened.
He saw it coming. He
saw it coming. Sometimes of course. You could see, oh, yo, this kid is gonna be just like me.
Yeah.
And as much as I don't want it to happen, now I'm gonna get up in his face and let him know you're not really me yet.
The letter was written on Truth's letterhead, so you got that. And there's no way Kanan would have access to that trust that he got from his lawyer, who I'm so happy that they put that man in this series, and he's doing great. Because I remember him from the Huxtables, and I still got love for this man. This man, in between gigs, was working at the grocery store. Y'all remember that last year? And the white lady was trying to pick on him. Yeah, trying to clown him. And now he's got a recurring role on this show. So if there's one person you can count on that's not going to die, it's definitely him. He's not dying. He's not dying no time.
Good. Keep him with some work. Sure. I like him on there.
Exactly.
I like to see people come back, you know, after being in the business for that long, basically the industry, and you fall off for a minute, you get back on. I always like to see that. So I hope they keep him around.
Good story. B. Avery, I don't think I've ever had you on when I've had 595 people in one sit down.
Ooh, man, hold up. That's lovely.
Can we get those same 595 to give us all a like? And if this is your first time seeing any one of these wonderful people on this panel, their links is all in the description. Go subscribe to them. They put out great content. And before we get out of here, let me ask them what they can look for, what you guys can look forward to that they're going to put out over this coming holiday. And I'll start with you, Moochie.
I have Hightown. I still have to do my episode for Hightown. The episode and the trailer review. I have the review that for this episode of Power Book 2 and the trailer review, and I have a couple of theory videos. Oh. And I did have a theory video from the previous episode before that.
Okay.
Nice.
And Miss K, what you got going on your channel?
I have a theory video. Another, you guys saw the video that I dropped yesterday about McLean and his brother Theo. I have another theory video coming out, and it's about ghosts. I don't really want to say too much, and I never want to touch that.
That's cool.
But and I did an unboxing video because I got a MacBook. I don't normally do that on my channel, guys, but I wanted to show you guys because I'm trying to step up my your experience. I'm trying to step up my experience to help. I'm sorry, I said my game for your experience on my channel with the videos, right? So I want you guys to see me open it up.
Miss K, did you get the one with the M1 chip?
Yes. And guess what? During my video, I was like, well, guys, I don't know if this is the new one. Like, I'm such a virgin. I was like, I don't know if this is the new one, this and that. So after I did the video, I said, you guys tell me. And then when I showed my son, he's like, Mom, this is the new one, this and that. Because I got it from my boss. He gifted all of us with it.
Wow.
Like, yes,
nice,
wow.
You know,
Miss K, you surrounded by too many tech advanced people that you could have texted like 3 of us and would have known instantly what MacBook you got. Look at what I'm using.
I was gonna hit up Larry, but I wasn't sure. Oh, okay, that might, see.
And this has got the M1 chip.
Awesome. See, so hopefully, the experience will be better for you guys. And the last thing that I'm gonna do is a video with either 1 or 2 of my sons again. And this time we want to ask the question about, Tariq and all his ladies, who they feel is the best one, because I know a lot of people are not Team Lauren. They are they're more for Effie and Diana. So we're gonna talk about that with the boys, since this is in their generation,
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Now before we get to my big homie B. Avery, let me just say Ronald Cameron wouldn't have watched High Time if not for Lamont and this show. It's better than Power Book 2.
Wow, I'm gonna have to get on it.
Had to agree with him. But ladies and gentlemen, my big homie, we ain't seen
Diana.
In a minute. It's B. Avery, and he's got some things he wants y'all to see. Talk to us, B. Avery.
Well, I just passed 34. I just got 34K, so that's cool.
Wow.
Like an hour ago.
Congratulations.
I literally just posted my Matrix review if y'all want to go check that out. And I also do recap lives and recaps by myself for Power and Insecure. And so this one right here is with me and Aaliyah yesterday. This is me and Tyra for Insecure, and there's my Movie News Roundup show. And here's the same show, just me reacting to it by myself and some Spider-Man stuff. So this is just some of the stuff y'all can get if you want to come subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 50K as soon as possible. So just subscribe. The link is in the description of this video, and I would appreciate it. So thank you.
Definitely. I'm sure at least 200 of this 550 we got is not subscribed. Go subscribe to that brother. He puts out great content. I usually get a chance to laugh to his stuff every morning before I work out, but I'm on 2-week hiatus from working out for right now. That's on break right now. And on my channel, I will be back tomorrow live with Larry and One Take Big Dog, who I was introduced to by the good brother B. Avery. We are going to be covering the final episode of Hawkeye. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Spider-Man. And we probably get Larry's reaction to this last episode of Power as well. He's going to say something crazy. So be sure to subscribe to his channel. Larry going to say something crazy. And that's going to do it for us. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe. Stick with all of us, because in 2022, there are a lot of great shows coming out, from Snowfall, Godfather of Harlem, P-Valley, all the Marvel shows. And everybody on this panel is going to be all up in it.
All up in it. Power Forces coming too, y'all. So
yes.
We got to see how Tommy going to get it in.
We're going to be all up in it the way everybody's trying to be all up in Professor Addiction. And until that next Sexy as Hell video, we'll see y'all.
See you guys.